Hi, I remember you. I do all talks about animation, so obviously. No, I really would like to turn some of the imagery into animations because of the way that everything flows. But the main way I'm going to translate it is that it's not. So I don't know how nerdy you all are. I know I am. But comic books are kind of the area that I was focusing on. But because of the fable-style storytelling, you almost think of children's books as well. So the style that I will be producing them in is almost a mix between the two. So it's going to have the graphic elements of doing something like a comic where it's a bit dark. It's going to be black ink, but I'm going to make the imagery flow together so it's not in rigid boxes. So it reads more like a picture book, which will hopefully be a lovely way of having it be accessible to a lot of audiences, essentially, and keep that flowing rhythm that comes with it being a spoken word piece originally. So it'll be a lot of brush ink and having fun. I hope to do animations that would, from the illustrations created for the book, to go along with the performances in the future.
See, when we were talking about this the other day, if we do, fingers crossed, God willing, we manage to get the funding together for the project, I'll link up with some multi-instrumentalist type buddies that I've got a studio with, and we'll create a live soundscape for these pieces. So ultimately, the end intention is to be performing each one of those 5 works with Emily's like kind of slightly animated illustrations up behind us where this poster would be, and then there'll be the kind of live band creating the soundscape, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be running at next year's Grhyme Festival. So please come back again next year. Also, I had this, like, you're saying, where did the inspiration come from for it, Lloyd? Like, I had this, does anybody remember Fax Packs cards? You used to get like a packet of cards, and on the back of them they had little bits of information about like kings and queens and all this. Like, I don't know who got it for me, probably my dad picked it up, but I had a packet of them on fables, and I was like obsessed with reading them. So I think that this project has been a long time in the making as well. Like, I was like mad about reading these little fable type tales. I think there was like ones from like Aesop's fables to like Jean de La Fontaine French fables and all different types in there. Just an amalgamation of them that they would have just done up on some cards to give out to kids. And I was obsessed with them. So I'd imagine that the actual concept of doing the book was probably born out of reading them so much when I was a kid.
That passion comes through. You can see it.
Great, thanks so much. Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really excited because it will be one of my first pieces where I'll be adapting someone else's story. But I'm really glad because I really enjoy it. So
thank you.
I'm hoping that my passion for drawing it will also come through.
And Emily's work is amazing as well. So props to Lloyd for linking us up. You know, Emily's work is amazing.